Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the back of the ballroom as tonight's award recipients are introduced. First, the Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Award recipients. From Wisconsin, John Frizzell. From Idaho, Todd Gilkey. From North Carolina, Jeff Morris. From Indiana, Mike Mossbrucker. From Ohio, Tom Nurl. From Rhode Island, Robert Palazzo. From North Dakota, Mark Rarick. From Alabama, Annette Scoggin. From Missouri, Dory Smith. From New York, Jim Wright. From Utah, Rich Barton, the Frank Kovaleski Professional Development Award recipient. From New Hampshire, Carol Dozebrin, the Thomas E. Frederick Award of Excellence recipient. From South Carolina, Daryl Nance, the NIAAA Award of Merit recipient.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we honor our country, I'd ask that all of our veterans and military personnel stand at this time, please. All of us provide you a deep appreciation and respect as defenders of our freedom, and also thank the families whose loved ones have served or are currently serving. Please join those standing as we face and salute the flag during the national anthem and the presentation of colors. The choir with us this evening is from Dr. Henry A. Wise High School in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and under the direction of Veronica Rogers Howard. The Air Force Junior ROTC from Dr. Henry A. Wise High School is under the direction of Captain Todd Maggett, U.S. Air Force, retired. Join us in showing our appreciation as they depart the room. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to welcome you, and I'm pleased that all of you are part of the 2019 annual NIAAA Awards ceremony. My name is Mike Blackburn, Executive Director of the NIAAA, and it's my honor and pleasure to serve as MC for the first part of this evening's events. Following dinner this evening, we'll be inducting our 11th class into the NIAAA Hall of Fame, and I'm pleased to announce that tonight's banquet is being streamed live on the NFHS network. One of the highlights of this conference is to be able to recognize athletic administrators who have given countless hours, service, leadership to education-based athletic programs. This evening, we'll be recognizing 10 individuals with the Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Awards who were nominated by their state, evaluated by the awards committee, and selected by the board of directors. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Todd Olson, President of the NIAAA Board of Directors and Director of Student Activities at Fargo Public Schools in Fargo, North Dakota. Todd will be presenting the NIAAA Awards this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Todd Olson.
The NIAAA Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Awards recognize a few of the many dedicated individuals who make a significant impact on the millions of young men and women who participate in interscholastic athletic programs. At this time, I direct your attention to one of the screens as we salute the 2019 Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Award recipients.
Whitehead Distinguished Service Awards are presented annually to NIAAA members in interscholastic athletic administration. The awards are presented to individuals in recognition of the strengths demonstrated by Bruce D. Whitehead, including service and special contributions to the administration of education-based athletics at the local, state, and national levels. Tonight, we are honoring 10 outstanding high school athletic administrators with Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Awards. John Frizzell has been a teacher, coach, and athletic director at several schools in central Wisconsin and has made a tremendous impact at the local, state, and national levels. Since 2016, he has been the athletic director at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. At Wisconsin Dells High School, Frizzell was a co-founder of the Football Booster Club, and at Chippewa Falls High School, he served on the executive board for the Athletic Booster Club and was co-facilitator of the school's Strategic Plan Development Committee for 2 years. In addition to being a former social studies, English, and special education teacher, Frizzell coached baseball, basketball, football, and softball at the middle school and high school levels. Nationally, Frizzell has been a member of the NIAAA Awards Committee since 2013, serving as its vice chair in 2018 before being elevated to chair this year. He has also served as an NIAAA state delegate on 2 separate occasions, and he has been active in the organization's Professional Development Academy and taught Leadership Training Institute courses at national conferences. Frizzell has been a key leader with the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association, and he currently serves as board liaison, leadership training state coordinator, and state certification coordinator. He has been a member of the WADA Mentoring Program Development Committee for 10 years and has guided 15 rising athletic directors. He is a frequent presenter at WADA state conferences and has administered 18 leadership training classes. This year, Frizzell was selected WADA District 2 Athletic Director of the Year. Todd Gilkey has been one of the key leaders in high school athletic administration in Idaho for the past 19 years as Athletic Director at St. Mary's High School and Activities Director at Coeur d'Alene High School. He spent 8 years at St. Mary's before moving to Coeur d'Alene in 2007. He returned to St. Mary's in 2014 and continues to serve as the school's athletic director today. Gilkey has hosted several state tournaments and more than 40 regional and district tournaments for the Idaho High School Activities Association. He has been the chair of the association's classification committee since 2017 and served on the executive board for 3 years. He also has been president of the Intermountain League and the Central Idaho League. In addition to his service with the state association, Gilkey is serving his second 4-year term as president of the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association and was co-president in 2007-2008. He was previously the NIAAA Leadership Training Chair and co-chair, and he has completed 25 leadership training classes. Gilkey has been a member of the NIAAA Endowment Committee for 11 years and currently serves as the committee chairman. He has been NIAAA Liaison for Idaho since 2011, and he served on the 4th NIAAA Strategic Planning Committee in 2014. Gilkey has been selected Athletic Director of the Year in Idaho on several occasions, and he is a previous recipient of the NIAAA State Award of Merit and the NFHS Citation. In 2011, Gilkey was also the NFHS Coach Education Liaison for his state. Jeff Morris serves in the dual role of Principal and Director of Athletics at Greystone Day School in Meisenheimer, North Carolina, after his duties as teacher and head soccer coach at Colquitt County High School in Moultrie, Georgia. During his 10 years as soccer coach, Morris recorded more than 300 victories. Morris built the program at Greystone from the ground up, including the establishment of athletic policies and a culture of character and success. He has been athletic director for 14 years and assumed the duties of principal in 2015. And he is responsible for the day-to-day operations of the school, including staff and student supervision. Morris has been involved with the North Carolina Athletic Directors Association as secretary, vice president, and president, and he has been the association's representative to the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Board of Directors. He is a past recipient of the Rusty Lee Professional Development Award. Morris serves on the NIAAA Accreditation Committee and is the North Carolina State Coordinator for the Leadership Training Program. He is a national faculty member and content contributor for 4 different courses, and he has taught more than 30 courses at the national conference the past 10 years. At the local level, Morris has been the president of the Yadkin Valley 1A Conference 7 times in the past 15 years, and he has hosted multiple conference and state tournaments at Greystone Day School. Mike Mossbrucker has spent the majority of his 38-year career in education as a teacher, coach, and athletic director at Mooresville High School near Indianapolis, Indiana. After 15 years as wrestling coach, Mossbrucker became athletic director in 1997 and served in that role for 14 years until taking the athletic director's position at his alma mater, Bloomington North High School. In 2016, he returned to Mooresville as athletic director and remains there today. Mossbrucker established the Mooresville High School Athletics Hall of Fame in 2000, and he has been a big contributor to both the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. He has served on several IHSAA committees, including the Sportsmanship Task Force and the Participation Committee, and he has hosted more than 100 sectional, regional, and semi-state tournament events. In 2013, Mossbrucker was inducted into the Mooresville High School Hall of Fame. Mossbrucker was president of the IIAAA in 2014 and 15 and instituted the Partnership Through Trust program, which brought the IIAAA Executive Board and IHSAA commissioners together for biannual meetings. At the national level, Mossbrucker serves on the NIAAA Endowment Committee and has been the NIAAA State Delegate for Indiana for the past 7 years. He has completed 11 leadership training courses, and he has attended 20 National Athletic Directors Conferences. Mossbrucker was inducted into the Mooresville High School Hall of Fame in 2013 and was Section 5 Athletic Director of the Year in 2015. Tom Nurl has 33 years' experience in high school athletics as an administrator, coach, and official, including the past 15 years as athletic director at Marymount High School in Cincinnati. Among his accomplishments, Nurl has started sportsmanship awards, improved facilities through fundraising projects, and developed a coach's handbook. Prior to joining the Marymount staff, Nurl was head baseball coach and assistant football coach at his alma mater, Purcell Marion High School, for 14 years and athletic director for 3 years. Nurl is currently serving his 3rd term as president of the Southwest Ohio Athletic Directors Association. He also has been treasurer of the Southwest Ohio Baseball Coaches Association and chairman of the mentoring committee for the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. He also has assisted the OIAAA as a leadership training instructor for 5 courses and is co-chairman of the State Conference Committee. Nurl also has given his time and energy to the Ohio High School Athletic Association as host and manager for numerous district, sectional, and regional tournaments. With the NIAAA, Nurl is in his 6th year as a member of the Hall of Fame Committee and was named vice chair in 2019. He has served as a National Conference workshop moderator for the past 5 years. Nurl earned his bachelor's and master's degrees from Xavier University and has completed 25 leadership training courses. In 2010, he was named Southwest Ohio Athletic Director of the Year, and in 2012, he received the NIAAA State Award of Merit. Robert Palazzo has devoted almost 30 years to Classical High School in Providence, Rhode Island, where he has served as a multi-sport coach and as Director of Athletics for the past 24 years. As the head track and field coach at Classical High School the past 29 years, Palazzo has won 300 dual meets and 59 Rhode Island Interscholastic League Class B state and divisional championships. He has coached 4 national track and field champions, 47 individual state champions, 30 All-Americans, and 1 national record holder. Palazzo is a 5-time Rhode Island Track Coaches Association Coach of the Year. He is also the meet coordinator for 2 of the largest track and field championships on the East Coast, the Rhode Island Classic and the East Coast Invitational Indoor Track and Field Championship. Palazzo has served as the NIAAA State Delegate for Rhode Island 6 times and as a conference moderator 3 times. He has been the state's leadership training coordinator for the past 20 years and is rewriting material for the turf and field course. Palazzo received the NIAAA State Award of Merit in 2005. Palazzo has served on the Rhode Island Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association Executive Board for 26 years, including terms as president and chairman of the awards committee. In 2003, he was selected Athletic Director of the Year by the State Athletic Directors Group. He currently serves the Rhode Island Interscholastic League as well, holding positions on the Track and Field Sports Committee and the Swimming Sports Committee. Mark Rarick has been a teacher, coach, assistant principal, and activities director in North Dakota for almost 20 years, including the past 7 years as Director of Athletics for the Grand Forks Public Schools. After earning his bachelor's degree from Valley City State University, Rarick's first position was as a teacher and head football coach at Hillsborough High School, before moving into athletic administration in 2006. Rarick has been a leader with the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. He is a member of the State Association's Board of Directors, as well as the Tournament Committee and the Athletic Review Committee. Rarick has been a tournament manager for more than 60 district, regional, and state tournaments. Rarick has been a member of the NIAAA Publications and Strategic Plan Committees since 2016. He also is a Leadership Training National Faculty member and has completed 41 leadership training courses. Rarick has had several articles published in Athletic Management and Interscholastic Athletic Administration. His blog, Youth Sports Stuff, has more than 2 million reads in only 5 years of existence. Locally, Rarick is a member of the Advisory for Safe Kids of Grand Forks, the Advisory for Global Friends Coalition, and the Advisory for Safer Tomorrows. He also has instituted 2 well-received mentorship programs, Coaching Boys into Men and Athletes as Leaders, that are designed to teach athletes how to respect their friends, community, and significant others. Annette Scoggin has worked as an athletic administrator in Arkansas and Texas for more than 22 years. She was District Athletic Director for the Springdale Schools, the largest school district in Arkansas, prior to her recent position as Assistant Director of Athletics for the Dallas Independent School District. During her time in Arkansas, Scoggin was involved with the Arkansas High School Athletic Administrators Association as the first female president, board member, and liaison to the Arkansas Activities Association. She is a past Class 7A Athletic Director of the Year and a 2002 State Award of Merit recipient. In Dallas, Scoggin oversaw more than $1 billion in bond money for new athletic facilities within the district and was the lead person in starting the DISD Athletic Hall of Fame. She was the NIAAA State Committee member for the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association. Nationally, Scoggin was named to the NIAAA Board of Directors in 2009 and was president in 2011. She has attended national conferences as the state delegate for Arkansas and Texas and has been a member of several NIAAA committees, including the Strategic Planning Committee and Endowment Committee, and she was chair of the Resolutions Committee from 2016 to 2018. Scoggin has been a leadership training instructor on numerous occasions and represented the NIAAA at section meetings across the country. She has also been published several times in Interscholastic Athletic Administration and received an NFHS citation in 2007. Scoggin recently moved to Montgomery, Alabama, and is a consultant for schools through her new health and wellness program, PURE. Dory Smith retired from high school athletic administration in 2014, but remains active today as the head women's basketball coach at Principia College in Elsa, Illinois. After retiring as an athletic director, she also served 3 years as a mentor coordinator for the new athletic directors for the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. And she works as an advocate for high school sports through her company, Athletic Principles. Smith spent 15 years as athletic director at Villa Duchesne and the Principia, a pair of private schools in St. Louis. Before occupying the athletic director role at the Principia, she was a physical education instructor at the school for 5 years and coached softball, basketball, soccer, field hockey, and swimming and diving. In the St. Louis area, Smith spent 2 years as president of the Metro League and was a 4-year member of the St. Louis Officials Fees Committee. Smith was a member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association Board of Appeals from 2005 to 2014, and she previously addressed the Missouri State Legislature on behalf of the Missouri State Association to discuss eligibility, transfer, and homeschool issues. Smith is a former president of the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Smith was a member of the NIAAA Board of Directors and the 2014-15 Strategic Plan Committee, and she served 6 years on the Credentials Committee. She also taught multiple leadership training courses at national conferences and was a speaker several times at the national conference. As a result of her many efforts, Smith received an NFHS citation in 2014. Jim Wright has served as supervisor of health, physical education, and athletics for the South Huntington Union Free School District in South Huntington, New York, for the past 18 years. Since 2017, Wright has doubled as the Associate Executive Director of the New York State Athletic Administrators Association, and he works with the National Executive Directors Council in that role. Wright previously was president and a leadership training instructor for the Athletic Directors Association, and he also was the Section 11 representative to the New York State Athletic Administrators Association. Wright has been a leader in professional development throughout his career. He created a comprehensive 9-course program for health and physical education directors and earned the Dr. John Foley Award for Professional Development from the New York State AD Association in 2014. Nationally, Wright has been New York's delegate to the NIAAA Delegate Assembly 4 times He is a NIAAA National Faculty Member for LTC 707, and he has presented various courses on technology, social media, and concussion management throughout the country. He is a member of the NIAAA's 5th Strategic Planning Committee and the Mentoring Committee. Wright has been named Physical Education Director of the Year twice and Athletic Administrator of the Year in 2013. This year, he received the NIAAA State Award of Merit and the Ellis H. Champlin Award, the highest honor given in the state for administration in physical education.
This is the first year for the NIAAA Distinguished Service Award to be named in honor of former Executive Director Bruce Whitehead. We have invited Bruce to join in this initial presentation of the award bearing his name. It is now time to present the Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Awards to these 10 outstanding athletic administrators. First, the Director of Athletics at Lincoln South High School in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin. Please give a warm greeting to John Frizzell. The Director of Athletics at St. Mary's High School in Idaho. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Todd Gilkey. The Director of Athletics and Head of School at Greystone Day School in Meisenheimer, North Carolina. Give a rousing welcome to Jeff Morris. The Director of Athletics at Mooresville High School in Mooresville, Indiana. Please greet Mike Mossbrucker. The Director of Athletics at Marymount High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Tom Nerl. The Director of Athletics at Classical High School in Providence, Rhode Island. please welcome Robert Palazzo. From Grand Forks, North Dakota, please extend a warm welcome to the Director of Athletics for the Grand Forks Public Schools, Mark Rarick. The former Assistant Director of Athletics for the Dallas Independent School District in Dallas, Texas, and now living in Montgomery, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, please greet Annette Scoggin. The former athletic administrator from St. Louis, Missouri, and currently women's basketball coach at Principia College. Please extend a warm greeting to Dory Smith. The Supervisor of Health, Physical Education, and Athletics for the South Huntington Union Free School District in South Huntington, New York. Please give a warm welcome to Jim Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one final round of applause for all of today's Bruce D. Whitehead Distinguished Service Award recipients.
The Frank Kovaleski Professional Development Award is presented each year to an NIAAA member who possesses and has contributed to the vision of professional development, the legacy of Frank Kovaleski, and who has made significant contributions and demonstrated excellence in professional development at the local, state, and national levels. The recipient of the 13th Annual Frank Kovaleski Professional Development Award is Richard Barton from Utah. After a highly successful 8 years as basketball coach at Richfield High School in Utah, Rich Barton has served as the school's athletic director and assistant principal since 1996. He won 106 games in 8 years as the school's basketball coach and led Richfield to a regional championship in 4 of his 8 seasons. In his last season, Barton was named Class 3A Coach of the Year. In his basketball playing days, Barton was twice All-State at Cedar High School in Utah and was the second all-time leading scorer at Southern Utah University. In his senior season, Barton was among the top Division I scorers, and he was named Academic All-American and Southern Utah Athlete of the Year.
Biggest change is I know when I started out as a coach, there really wasn't a built-in support system from athletic administrator. And and even as I started as an athletic administrator 22 years ago, I probably wasn't that support system that my coaches needed. We like to refer to it, a term I like is the guardian of the athletic department. And the NIAAA has been a blessing for all of us because of the leadership training courses, the workshops, the professional development. All of us should be capable guardians of the athletic department, providing that support that hopefully prevents coaching turnover, prevents coaching burnout, prevents coaches being on their own island. And that's been one of the best changes I've seen is what we receive with professional development at this level. I saw my athletes one year take a ninth grade student who had changed schools on average about 2 or 3 times a year, failed every class as a ninth grader, and my captains took him under their wing. And we also told him if he passed every class, he could be the manager of our basketball team. And he was a student that was bullied and passed around from family member to family member. And our basketball players looked out for him. And it was a transformational situation in his life where he became the only graduate in an extended family of many. Went on to be the prom king. He was a senior year was on the student senate. After high school, went and served a 2-year church mission. And it's the change in a person's life. And that was a blessing and a highlight for me to see some of my own players, athletes at my school, reach out and make a lifelong difference that broke the cycle.
Barton has been a member of the Utah Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association Executive Board since 2007 and was president during the 2008-09 school year. He has been the state certification coordinator for 8 years and worked with the Utah High School Activities Association to require certification of all Utah athletic administrators. Nationally, Barton was a member of the NIAAA Board of Directors and was president in 2017. He previously was vice chair of the NIAAA Awards Committee, and he was Utah's representative to the NIAAA Delegate Assembly for 6 years. Barton has completed 39 leadership training courses and is the author and national course chair of LTC 706.
The biggest challenges I see in our roles as guardians of the athletic department is the constant turnover in coaches. When I started as an athletic administrator 22 years ago, I think 80% of my coaches were in the building as teachers. And now, many years later, it's not even half that. And the added challenge that I have trying to bring those people up to speed, new coaches, with what an education-based coach is a challenge, and it's time-consuming. But it's worth every minute of time spent to help them understand coaching at our level is different than coaching at any other level because it's education-based. The leadership training program we have is unlike anything anybody else has in education. And we take the information we have, we share it with our coaches, it gets shared with athletes, and it's a blessing for all of us to have what we have with this leadership training program. The NIAAA is the ultimate lift and assist association, and our positions are lift and assist positions behind the scenes, empowering others. And I've had people encourage me to do things, and I hope I've encouraged others to do things they wouldn't have done.
It is now my pleasure to present the Frank Kovaleski Professional Development Award to the Director of Athletics at Richfield High School in Utah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rich Barton.
The Thomas E. Frederick Award of Excellence is a prestigious award presented annually to an NIAAA member to honor in perpetuity Mr. Frederick's invaluable contributions to the NIAAA. The NIAAA annually selects and honors from within its membership an individual whose loyalty to this association and contributions to the athletic administration profession represent excellence in achievement. This year's recipient is Carol Dozebrin of New Hampshire. Carol Dozebrin has been a leader in high school athletic administration in New Hampshire and throughout the nation for 40 years. After beginning as a teacher in Farmington, Dozebrin was a middle school athletic director for a number of years. She concluded her career in 2018 after 19 years as athletic director at Winnicunnet High School in Hampton, New Hampshire. For the past 2 years, Dozebrin has been executive director of the New Hampshire Athletic Directors Association after holding several leadership positions with the organization. She previously was the NHADA president, vice president, NIAAA liaison, treasurer, and awards chairperson. Dozebrin was named New Hampshire Athletic Director of the Year 2 times.
What I'm most proud of, having been at Winnicunnet High School, was the number of sports that were added. We didn't have a lot of freshman sports initially, had a few, but over the years there were there was a lot more interest in playing sports. So our sports program grew with the addition of some freshman sports initially. And then wrestling had been a club, went to a varsity level, swimming went to a varsity level, and actually in my last year, 5 new varsity sports were added. I think growing job responsibilities is one of the big challenges that athletic directors face today. I think the job is not fully comprehended by a lot of people. So they think that one more thing is not a big deal, but one more thing grows into 2, 3, 4, and 10 more things. So I think growing job responsibilities is a big challenge on top of what's already on each athletic director's plate.
In addition to her service with the state's Athletic Directors Organization, Dozebrin also was a great contributor to the New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association. She was president from 2002 to 2004 and chaired numerous committees, including the Football Committee and Sports Officiating Committee. Dozebrin has been highly involved with the NIAAA since 1987. She is a former Board of Directors member and is New Hampshire's state coordinator. She has completed more than 30 leadership training courses and serves on the national faculty and is chair of LTC 703. In 2006, Dozebrin was a Blue Ribbon Panel participant.
A student athlete who was driving to a friend's house after practice, and he was the quarterback of the football team, and he was just driving to a friend's house later on, and it was starting to get dark, and he had seen this little boy walking down the side of this 2-lane road, it's a pretty busy road, carrying all his football equipment, and he thought it was really odd, and realized that it was one of the boys in the youth program, and the high school and the youth program have a camp prior to the football season starting. So he turned around and realized that he remembered that little boy, And he pulled over and he said, "Do you know who I am?" And he said, "Oh, I do. You're the quarterback on the football team." And he said, "I remember you from camp." And he said, "Well, what are you doing walking down?" He said, "My ride never came." And he said, "Because you know me, is it okay if I bring you home?" And, you know, it was just one of those kindness events that make you feel good, that there are student athletes out there who do the right thing and think beyond themselves. I never had the opportunity to meet Tom Frederick. I wish I had, but I know many people who were very good friends of his. And I am just so humbled by this award. There's, you know, about 30 people who have gotten this award, and you know, I'm in such elite company with the people who have come before me receiving this. It's unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the Thomas E. Frederick Award of Excellence to the former Director of Athletics of Winnicott High School in Hampton, New Hampshire, and current Executive Director of the New Hampshire Athletic Directors Association. Welcome, Carol Dozebrin.
The NIAAA Award of Merit is the most prestigious interscholastic award presented by the NIAAA to an individual who has shown outstanding leadership in interscholastic athletics or related fields. This year's recipient is Daryl Nance of Greenville, South Carolina. Daryl Nance has been an influential leader as a teacher, coach, and athletic director in South Carolina for more than 30 years. After 4 years at Shannon Forest Christian School and 19 years at Wade Hampton High School, Nance has been Director of Athletics of the Greenville County School District since 2015. Nance won 415 games as a basketball coach and led an undefeated Wade Hampton team to a state championship in 2011. He also coached football, baseball, softball, volleyball, and golf. Nance has since become one of the state's most respected athletic administrators. He has served on the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association Board of Directors since 1999 and was SCAAA president in 2006.
My top moments as a coach would be the relationship I had with my players, the locker room, just the ability to help grow those young men. And I desperately miss the locker room, even though I enjoy my job as a district administrator and love leading other men and women in athletic administration. I try to make that my new locker room and work with them, but it's just, there's no substitute for working with the student athletes. So one of my favorite things to talk about with fan behavior or even parent interaction with players is something that we did at my school with our parent practice. So in our parent practice, I would bring the parents in and actually go through an entire practice, all of our drills, all of our skills, all of our plays, break everything down and explain it to the parents why we were doing what we were doing, everything that they would see in a game they should understand. And I asked the parents to sit behind me on the bench. I think in the end it helped them understand, look, you just be a fan. Just cheer for your son. Let me handle the coaching. And we didn't have any issues with my teams by doing stuff like that. And just create the family atmosphere is what we tried to do. You know, when you hire the right coach, You know, when you're trying to hire someone and you find the right coach and that coach is the perfect fit and takes a program, that's one of the most gratifying things you can do, I think, as an athletic administrator.
At the state level, Nance also served on the South Carolina High School League Executive Committee and was the league's competition committee chair. Nationally, Nance's involvement has been extensive. He was a member of the NIAAA Board of Directors from 2008 to 2011, including a year as president in 2010. During that time, he helped the NIAAA achieve national accreditation. He also served on the NIAAA Endowment Committee and the NIAAA Professional Development Task Force. In addition to teaching several leadership training courses, Nance is on the national faculty for LTC 719 and 799.
When I became an AD, they said, you need to get involved with NIAAA. So I started attending the national conference, and from my very first national conference, I remember sitting there at the luncheon and then at the banquet, and I thought, I want to be one of those guys. Not that I wanted to win an award, but I wanted to be that good at my craft. I wanted to understand the level of commitment and perform at that level of commitment. And the NIAAA motivated me to do that. A couple of years ago, we were talking in the back of a car, Bruce Whitehead, myself, and Andy Childs, and we were talking about leadership training and how great it was, but we wanted to go a little deeper. And Bruce Whitehead just kind of looked at me and he says, then do it, develop it. And so we kind of fleshed out some ideas with a couple different people, and I wound up with this online cohort concept that we started this past year. We'll close the first cohort at this conference and start 2 more. And it's a group of people all across the country. There are 15 this year, there'll be 27 next year who work in these cohorts. And the idea is that each month there's an assignment for them to do to grow their own leadership and how to work within their strengths to become a better leader. Receiving the Award of Merit was something I never would have expected, something you never plan to do. I was speechless when I got the phone call, and then I got the letter, and I was just was literally shaking. And my first call was to my wife, because she's my partner in this. She goes to all the conferences with me, and everybody who knows me knows that Tammy's going to be here. And so my first call was to her, and we just kind of sat there for, just for a second, just to kind of understand what it means. It's very powerful. It's very moving. I'm just overwhelmed, really, that somebody thought enough of me to do that, because all I want to do is help people and grow people. And it's been a real privilege to be part of the NIAAA.
It is indeed my honor to present the NIAAA Award of Merit to the highly successful Director of Athletics of the Greenville County School District in South Carolina, who has given many years of service to the NIAAA. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Darrell Nance.
Sponsor of our banquet tonight is Superfan. At this time, please direct your attention to one of the video screens.
The Superfan fan engagement platform is a software built to engage your fans, generate revenue, and make fundraising easy while growing your brand. Engage and communicate with your fans pregame, during the game, and postgame for a total fan experience. Your custom Superfan program is designed for your school with your features to help grow your brand, increase attendance, and generate revenue. The events feature is an easy way to provide an all-encompassing schedule of upcoming events for your fans. They can RSVP or check in at events to earn points, which can be redeemed for special rewards or experiences. The program is built to create your very own fan network that allows fans to follow their fellow fans on the app and see their activity, including what events they're going to, images they've uploaded to the fan cam, trivia they've answered, and more. Built-in scheduled push notifications provides you with a tool to target specific fans and communicate with them directly. You can even take advantage of sponsorship opportunities to generate revenue. Utilizing RevPass within the software allows you to generate revenue while creating an exciting and unforgettable experience for your students and fans. Create fan-tailored campaigns that work best for your school. Season tickets, access to special events, you can even sell tickets to school dances. Digital ticketing means no need for cash or checks, making it easier for you and your fans. Each campaign is promoted with a custom banner and native ad placed throughout your app, directing fans right to your campaign. You can even track participation with real-time data and reporting. Fundraising through Rocketjar makes it easy to support causes that matter to your school. Whether your school needs funds for building renovations, booster clubs, or even new uniforms, Rocketjar makes it happen. Plus, it's free to sign up. The platform's simple sharing feature makes it easy for potential donors to find your projects. You have your own website, customized to fit your school's branding, including colors, logos, and images. Plus, when you sign up for Rocketjar, you will receive resources like custom page graphics, social media graphics, and a custom email design to help ensure your campaign is successful. The Superfan platform is built to be simple and easy to use. Your dedicated account manager will be there to help set up your platform and answer any questions you may have along the way. For more information, schedule a demo with us and see how Superfan can take your school to the next level.
Superfan has been a national sponsor at this conference since 2014. And if you would, please give a round of applause for the company's involvement at our conference banquet. Prior to our dinner this evening, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Lisa Langston, Director of Athletics at the Fort Worth Independent School District in Fort Worth, Texas. And Lisa will come forward and deliver our invocation this evening. Please welcome Lisa Langston.
Will you join me in giving thanks? God, I thank you for this time at this 2019 conference. I pray that the knowledge gained, the networking conducted, and relationships that have been built, that we'll utilize this time and this experience for the betterment of our student athletes. Lord, I thank you for the spouses, the families, and friends who give so much of their loved ones for the athletic administrators. I pray for our colleagues that are having health issues and were unable to join us at this conference. Please touch them with your healing hands. I pray for this meal that we're about to receive. I pray that we utilize it for the nourishment of our bodies, that we can give back the gifts that you've given to us, that we may be effective servant leaders to our schools, our coaches, and ultimately to our student athletes. I pray for the individuals whose hands prepared the meal for us and for those who are serving us. And I ask that as we end this conference, that you give us traveling grace home. I ask these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Lisa. Please enjoy your meal and time of fellowship with those at your table.